Candace Bushnell, the brains behind the novel Sex and the City. It was the basis for the HBO hit series. The original Carrie Bradshaw has a new one-woman show. It's called True Tales of Sex, Success, and Sex and the City. She's taking audiences on a whirlwind tour of New York City. It's playing at the Green Room 42, Room 42. Candace Bushnell, always great to see you.
It's always great to see you.
Congratulations. I hear you're traveling around the world with this show.
Yes. I just got back from South Africa, Cape Town, Johannesburg, and I'm supposed to go to England, Italy, Canada, and possibly Australia in 2024.
That's amazing. So everybody wants to hear your tales.
Yes, well, I mean, it exactly is, true tales of sex. There's a little bit of some naughty sex stuff in there.
Really? Like, how far do you go, Candace? Like, how
well, I talk
specific?
Not really that.
Okay.
Not terribly specific.
Okay, good. But
so
in general.
it's appropriate. It's funny.
Okay.
It's funny. And then it's how I became successful in the city. And it's also really the origin story of Sex and the City. How I created Sex and the City, how hard I worked to get there, why I invented Carrie Bradshaw, and what happened to me after. And along the way, I answer some of people's most burning questions about Sex and the City, like was there a real Mr. Big?
Was there a Mr. Big in your life?
Yes, there was a real Mr. Big, and I tell the story of the true Mr. Big. And do I have a shoe obsession like Carrie Bradshaw? I think we do.
Oh, yeah, those shoes are fabulous that you have on today.
And did I really have three friends like the ones on the TV show? A Charlotte, a Miranda, and a Samantha. So it's a great show, and it's gotten such an amazing response, too.
I have to say, when I was doing my little research on you, and obviously you've come on the show a number of times, you're such a friend, I did not realize that you were very, very friendly with Kim Cattrall.
Well,
more so than the others?
I just I just tend to run into Kim a little bit more often. Although I did just run into Sarah Jessica Parker, and she's a doll. She's adorable. So, I know them, and I see Cynthia Nixon every now and again, but in weird circumstances, like in the bathroom on the way to the Hamptons or something like that.
That is so funny.
So it's really, they're just sort of part of the fabric of my life.
I know that you're not part of the And Just Like That series, right? Are you?
No, I don't do anything with it, but they give me a credit, which is great.
Good.
And
hopefully that's a few extra dollars in the cash in the bank account.
So it's wonderful.
So do you talk about that series in your stand-up?
I don't. I talk a lot about Sex and the City, and my own actually pretty inspiring life.
So is it true that you dated like a 91-year-old guy and like a 19-year-old guy at the same time?
Well, the guy was 21.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And the other guy was 91, and actually they both approached me. Like the 21-year-old wanted to go out, so I was like, okay, I'll go to dinner.
What was that like, Candace?
He was a really sweet guy.
Was he like an old soul, so to speak, or?
I think he just wanted to, meet people in New York and kind of, step out of, he was living in Bushwick. I mean, it was the whole classic situation. And, he was very sweet. He asked a lot of questions about me. Now, this is one of the differences I found between the younger guys and older guys. Younger guys, they like to do that sort of like, who are you? Where did you grow up? What's your favorite color? And the older guys, they just will talk about themselves. And if they ask you one question about yourself, it's kind of surprising. Which, of course, I don't mind.
Right.
Because I'm doing my stage show, and I'm talking the whole time anyway, so I'm like, great, you can entertain me.
That is, are you dating right now? Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. I go on dates, but, I have it's really difficult to even find the time. Everybody is so busy. So it can take like a couple of weeks to find an hour where you can meet up with somebody. So that, I think, is tricky. And then, as you said, you know, there are just a lot of single women in New York, which is fantastic. And I tell them all to come to my show.
Okay, so let's talk about that show. Is it a limited run? Where can we see it?
I'm doing, well, now I have 3 more performances at Green Room 42. So there's one tonight at 7, Saturday at 9:30. And on Sunday, there's a brunch at 1 p.m.
Fun.
So that will be so much fun.
And what
it's
I love about
70 minutes. Bring your girlfriends and bring your brunch to True Tales of Sex, Success, and Sex in the City.
70 minutes, no intermission.
Yes.
Tickets range from $60 to $150.
Right, and that's for the meet and greet.
Right. And it's at 10th Avenue at 42nd Street.
Yes, it is.
Where can we can get this, the tickets on your website, or should we?
Tickets on my website, Green Room 42, and there's also a link in my bio and my Instagram.
Candace Bushnell. Always. Next time we got to talk about rules. Have the rules changed? You and I need to have, and you need to sit down with my daughter too.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I would love to get info from her because I'm always so fascinated by other people's experiences. And I found that it doesn't really matter how old you are. We're all having the same experiences, like getting ghosted, everyone's too busy.
Candace Bushnell, wealth of information. Always great to talk to you. Good luck at the Green Room 42.
Thank you.
Good to see you. All right.